Africa is abundantly rich in natural resources. Under the current economic model, African countries are continuously called to open their economies to business. This has attracted private investment in various economic sectors. Free, prior and informed consent, also known as FPIC, is an important right given to indigenous peoples and communities. It empowers those affected by these business activities to participate by being fully informed and consenting freely to or rejecting the project proposed. The following video is an illustrated scenario of the FPIC written report prepared by the African Coalition for Corporate Accountability, also known as ACCA. The community is heavily dependent on the land for farming, fishing, and housing, using herbs they grow for medicinal and other purposes. Many have lived here since their childhood, as did many of their ancestors before them. It is part of who they are as a people. They are one with the land. Government officials have discovered mineral resources and have decided to collaborate with the mining company on a development project. The government sold a large section of the community's land to a mining company known as X-Mines. The community is unaware that the government has made a secret deal with X-Mines, resulting in the selling of part of their land.
We can start bulldozing over there.
In the early hours of the morning, the police and soldiers forcibly remove community members from their homes and place sold signs in front of their homes. The community did not have information on the development project and could consequently not consent to it.
What are you doing to our home?
The local government did not give the community prior notice to vacate their homes, nor were they compensated for moving out. The community members whose homes were destroyed were given temporary shelter in the form of tents and shacks. The community members whose homes were not sold have also been adversely affected by the contaminated river, which has affected farming and fishing in the area. Waterborne illnesses like cholera and typhoid have increased. The entire community is fed up with the broken promises made by government officials to address their concerns and have decided to call a town hall meeting, inviting everyone adversely impacted by the business activities of X-Mines. The human rights defender informs them of the following rights that have been violated, namely, the rights to life, dignity, healthy environment, health, housing, and development. I realize you are all very frustrated, but we are here to help. After submitting the required documents, the community begins to protest in front of the X-Mines headquarters. They demand that X-Mines stops all of its business operations until their concerns are addressed. X-Mines calls on government officials to send police forces to disperse the crowd. Community members are arrested and some are shot at, resulting in death. As a result of what transpired at the protest, all the parties concerned decided to hold a town hall meeting to discuss how the community should have been informed of the oil discovery, the selling of their land, provided compensation for their homes, and other matters that they should be aware of. Human rights defenders educate everyone on free, prior informed consent, FPIC, and what it entails. Step 1. The company should identify who the community representatives are and request to meet with them. Step 2. The community representatives must inform the community of the meetings with the company officials and invite all to take part. The company should meet with everyone. Members of the community who are most often marginalized, women, the elderly, and the disabled are encouraged to attend. Step 3. The community should hold an internal meeting to discuss matters further. Step 4. The community should seek legal advice. Step 5. Community must negotiate with the company and government officials to discuss their legal rights. Does everyone agree? Step 6. The community decides together on the way forward. Step 7. The community must maintain open communication with the company and government officials. As much as government and companies can take on development projects, they are to be equally aware of the human rights of inhabitants of the communities in which they do business. There are legal and societal expectations on governments and companies to prevent and/or lessen the effect of harm caused to communities. The government and/or company must provide compensation, ensuring that communities are not left worse off because of the development project.